Hi, I am Jeff. Welcome to the StarDust Channel. The next video will be returning to the Caribbean Islands series to the only rainforest in the United States. You can find this extraordinary rainforest on the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. One of the incredible wonders of Puerto Rico and one of some incredible parks is part of the United States Park Service. With no further ado, this channel will present El Yunque Puerto Rico Rainforest. So let's go right to the video. Enjoy the beautiful amazing paradise El Yunque Puerto Rico Rainforest. One more thing, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment and hit that like button so you don't miss any videos on the StarDust channel. We greatly appreciate that you are watching the StarDust channel. Thank you.
Another day, another story. El Yunque Puerto Rico Rainforesters. El Yunque Public Woods, Spanish, Bosque Nacional El Yunque, previously known as the Caribbean Public Backwoods, or Bosque Nacional del Caribe, is a woodland in northeastern Puerto Rico. It is the main tropical rainforest in the U.S. Public Woodland Framework and the U.S. Timberland Administration. El Yunque Public Backwoods is situated on the Sierra de Luquillo mountain slants, enveloping over 28,000 sections of land, 43.753 mi2 or 113.32 square kilometers, of land, making it the biggest block of public land in Puerto Rico. The most noteworthy mountaintop in the woodland rises 3,494 feet, 1,065 meters, above ocean level. The second most noteworthy mountain inside El Yunque woodland is Pico El Yunque. Different tops inside the public woodland are Pico del Este, Pico del Oeste, El Cacique, and El Toro, the most noteworthy point in eastern Puerto Rico and the Sierra de Luquillo. Adequate precipitation, more than 20 feet a year in a certain region, makes a wilderness-like setting. Lavish foliage, bluffs, cascades, and waterways are a successive sight. The woodland has various paths from which the wilderness can be valued, like the domain's greenery. El Yunque Woods is likewise famous for its interesting Taino petroglyphs. It is said that native individuals accepted that El Yunque was the high position of their main god Yukahu, so the Caribbean is comparable to Mount Olympus in Greek folklore. El Yunque is the name of the mountain top, Pico El Yunque, the name of the woods, and, conversationally, in certain events, the name for the whole Sierra de Luquillo range. El Yunque undoubtedly comes from or connects with the Spanish word yunque, meaning blacksmith's iron. This name references the somewhat high and level state of the Sierra de Luquillo range when seen from the north, El Yunque Pinnacle, or the south, El Toro. It is said that the local names for the mountain could have likewise impacted the Spanish name, Yucán or Yuc, potentially signifying white land, and Luquillo or Yukiyu, one more name for the soul or divinity Yokahu and the name of an unbelievable cacique, Loquillo. It isn't known whether the mountain gives its name to the beach or the other way around. The El Yunque Public Woods region has been prominent since the pre-Columbian period. Today's timberland is home to a few archaeological destinations connected to native Tainos, like petroglyphs. However, no proof of extremely durable settlement has been found nearby, which recommends that it was potentially stayed away from and undoubtedly considered sacred. The Spanish started the triumph of the island of Borinquen in 1493, and gold was found in the Fajardo and Blanco waterways in 1509, igniting interest in gold mining nearby. By 1513 there were mother lodes in both waterway regions, and gold was long found in different streams of the mountain reach like the Sabana, Prieto, La Mina, Mamayas, Espiritu Santo, and Canavanas streams. The time of gold mining in space finished in 1530 when diggers and pioneers began being gone after by revolting Tainos, and the region wouldn't be settled again until the 17th 100 years. The region where El Entryway Rainforest Guest Center is found used to be the site of an espresso manor named Hacienda Catalina. Espresso was presented and developed in the slants of El Yunque in the 1730s. However, the region remained somewhat immaculate until the 19th century when the marsh woodlands were taken advantage of for lumber and cut down for the improvement of horticulture, which pulled into consideration of the Spanish crown. The backwoods during this time was essential for the crown terrains of Puerto Rico, and in 1853 the Spanish government sent foresters from the Inspección de Montes, the Spanish Timberland Administration, to overview the land. Because of the island's fast development and the unfortunate cultivating practices of the devastated European migrants of the time, the woodland area was officially saved in 1876 by Lord Alfonso XII of Spain, fully intent on protecting the dirt and water assets and managing the lumber business the district. This makes El Yunque perhaps of the most seasoned save in the western half of the globe, just 4 years more youthful than Yellowstone Public Park. The Spanish crown surrendered Puerto Rico to the U.S. in 1898. At that point, the greater part of the first timberlands in Puerto Rico had been chopped or burned to the ground, and the high countries of the Sierra de Luquillo contained the final plots of immaculate woodland on the island. President Theodore Roosevelt put away the past crown terrains of El Yunque region. The Luquillo timberland hold was laid out on January 17, 1903, by the General Land Office with 65,950 sections, 266.9 square kilometers. It turned into a public woodland in 1906 and was renamed the Caribbean Public Backwoods on June 4, 1935. The backwoods were utilized for lumber during the First and Second Universal conflicts. A few Army bases, radars, and correspondence's foundation were introduced in the timberland, especially on the most noteworthy pinnacles, for example, the early cautioning radar site introduced in Pico El Yunque to notice and safeguard against potential invasions by German airplanes and submarines. A perspective on the backwoods after Storm Maria, which hit on September 20, 2017, the trees were left leafless. The U.S. Division of Agribusiness assigned the Caribbean Public Backwoods an isolated untamed life asylum in 1946. Reforestation endeavors were likewise settled between 1934 and 1948 to renew the pieces of the woodland that had been previously lost because of human movement. The Luquillo exploratory woodland was laid out in 1956 to advance logical examination and extend protection endeavors for the fundamentally imperiled Puerto Rican parrot and the as of late found at this point jeopardized elfin woods lark. A large portion of the sporting framework was created during the 1980s, and the field workplaces were moved to their flow area in 1981. The public science establishment laid out El Verde Field Station in 1988 under a concurrence with the U.S. Woods Administration as an essential site for the Luquillo long-haul environmental exploration, Luquillo, presently overseen by the College of Puerto Rico, Rio Piedras, fully intent on supporting a logical examination of tropical biological systems because of the event of 5 out of 6 of Holdridge's life zones and woodland types. Typhoon Hugo vigorously harmed the timberland in 1989 and Storm Georges in 1998, and it is assessed that the main 23 individual parrots stayed in the wild a while later. Somewhere in the range between 2000 and 2002, 35 hostage parrots were delivered into the wild as a component of a program to save the imperiled bird. A chief request endorsed by President George W. Bramble on April 2, 2007, changed the name of the Caribbean Public Woodland to El Yunque Public Timberland, better mirroring the social and verifiable sensations of the Puerto Rican people. Tropical storms Irma and Maria caused deforestation, avalanches, and weighty harm to the backwoods and its foundation in 2017, radically decreasing the Puerto Rican parrot populace once again. Starting around 2020, the populace has started to recuperate, and the hostage populace's generation rates have multiplied under the oversight of the Fish and Natural Life Administration. The entrance Rainforest Guest Center resumed toward the finish of 2021, in the wake of being remade following Typhoon Maria. El Yunque Public Woodland today reaches out to more than 28,000 sections of land through the districts of Rio Grande, Luquillo, Naguabo, Ceiba, Fajardo, Canavanas, and Las Piedras. StarDust Channel hopes that you enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. We also appreciate it if you leave comments. We greatly appreciate you watching this video in the StarDust Channel. Until the next video, thanks for watching.